Hello, everyone. I'm going to introduce you to one of my awesome physics student who has landed a great opportunity at Loughborough University. He tutored with us last year, last academic year. And yeah, so Leo, welcome to the interview. Really appreciate you taking your time out and coming and doing a testimonial with us. Tell me about yourself. What did you study, where you are right now, and what do you do?
So, hello, my name's Leo. So last year I was in my year 13, my last year of A levels. I was doing maths, physics, and product design, and I wanted to go into motorsport. I really want to go outside of. So I was looking at courses, and I was pretty dead set on my course at Loughborough. If I needed to get an A, B, uh, I was not achieving that in physics. I was getting C's and D's. Yeah.
Brilliant. Fantastic. So what has your experience been working with us for physics A levels? Like you said, when you came, you were at CEDs and you were getting E's in your mocks and whatnot. What were your experience being working with us?
I mean, I feel when I was having these, was that 2 times a week? I think it was
Mm,
tutor sessions. I think it really helped me focus my attention to really um, but basically put in my time and energy where it's needed most and improving
mm,
areas that I was
mm,
weaker at. Because I
mm,
felt I was struggling a bit by myself.
mm.
Because my teacher, he had like quite a few students, and he had his favorite students, of course. But especially with the one-to-one, it really gives you a good plan, an overview to what to tackle
Mm.
instead of doing it by yourself, which I think can be quite hard.
Brilliant. So in other words, that the way we work is like where we were working with you, we were able to deconstruct the theories for you, principles for you, bring you in those coaching and the tutoring sessions to teach you about the topic, like you just said. And that's what I believe you had a good time learning with us. And that's what helped you get the grade that you got eventually and landed up in Loughborough University, I believe. Correct?
Yeah, yeah. There's
Mhm.
definitely ups and downs though, but it kind of helps me just to keep on track of things, especially
Mm.
hammering down definitions and things like that.
Mm.
So I feel a bit more motivated when you start seeing a little bit of improvement, and then you can
Correct.
kind of
Mm.
build on that. But you just have to
Mm.
get somewhere to start really, because it can be
Brilliant.
quite a bad spiral downwards, which
Absolutely.
was probably what I experienced in year 12. So
Yeah, I mean, that's what we always recommend to our students. Don't leave it to the last minute. And
yeah,
just becomes, it's not a memorizing process. It doesn't work like that. You have to know the theories and you have to know the principles and apply it in physics. So you spoke about the wins, yeah, results. So let's talk about your wins. So what were your emotional wins out of the learning process? What did your family feel about it? So let's talk about emotional wins. What did you feel when you got that grade that let you into the University of Loughborough where you were not on before?
well, I think the first real success I think I had was because I had two mocks. I had some in, I think it was Christmas, and then some in Easter. The Christmas one, I think I got a C, which is a bit of an improvement because I got previously got D.
Mhm.
And then what really hit was that I got an A in my mock, and that gave me so much confidence
Brilliant.
just to go in the exam. And I finished all the exams with 5 minutes to spare, and that was really not an achievement that I think I nailed. And I'd say, from my family's point of view, I think my mum was there to support me, but I think she could see the confidence really growing.
Mm.
I think they were happy with what I was, because I was happy. I think they were happy. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. Now going down to so these are some of the great wins, I would say. And I'm
yeah,
glad that you are where you are right now. You achieved your goal to be at Loughborough University
yeah,
studying automotive engineering, which is fantastic. Which this was the requirement you came to us with, and that's what we have achieved, which is fantastic. So talking about a
yeah,
bit of a program process that we followed with you, like you just said that We helped you understand the process. You were able to finish your exam 5 minutes earlier. You were able to get an A grade. So just to put it very simply, we followed a very simple process where we worked on your psychology. We deconstructed the principles for you. We also made sure that you were practicing. At the end of each lesson, you were having lots and lots of
Yeah,
practice
yeah, yeah.
given to you. So what helped you the most out of these three processes that I've just told you? What helped you the most, and what do you think was the foundation that helped you get where you are right now?
Well, I think going back to the kind of snowballing into success. So really at the start, deconstructing down and just getting through content that
Mm,
maybe I'd missed or I just hadn't realized was there, and
mm,
then really getting a good understanding of it. Because I feel like once you understand one thing, it really helps you understand other things that are connected. It's all intertwined. So I think
yeah,
that gave me more confidence to tackle other modules, I guess.
brilliant. Well, did you feel the practice that we used to give out to you, perhaps every week, uh, that helped you ace your exams? Like you said, you were able to finish your exam 5 minutes before the time of the duration of the exam.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't do all of them to begin with.
Mm,
So I was stressed. I was really quite stressed.
mm,
Um, but as soon as I started putting a bit more hours in, and I
mm,
really started to structure my revision
mm.
over the content, going over the content, and then doing the questions. And then
Correct.
if I hadn't got the questions right, I'd go back to the content and keep
Mm,
doing until I reached a good average of percentage on there.
mm,
But
mm.
what I also found that once I'd done all these questions, I went out and found some more, even more resources, so I
Yes.
could really even push it even further. But
Yes.
yeah, I think that it showed me
I
like
mean,
practice makes
this,
perfect.
yeah, this is where we were trying to focus on you, that help you learn the research style of learning, help you do more practice on your own, help you learn deconstructing the process, help you understand that physics is not one of the hardest subjects, waves is not one of the hardest topics, if you like, because you were always telling me that waves is very hard. But I'm glad that
Yeah,
we are on a wavelength where we are talking like you went out and you were able to independently work on yourself, which is what this coaching classes and coaching programs are all about, if you like, to help you stand on your feet independently, which is great. So fantastic. Lovely to hear that. What would you say to other parents and students who are looking to study physics, GCSE or A levels, as you have been with us for a while? What would you say to them, keeping in mind what we can offer?
I mean, I would recommend for if I had to do it again, I'll definitely use a tutor, especially
Mm,
the way you structured the thing. What I found good was if I had a question, you could answer it straight away, and
mm,
you wouldn't let the question go. You really wanted to know the answer.
mm,
Uh,
mm,
I think that helped me, and because we didn't move on until I understood
mm.
fully, because you
Yeah.
kept asking, um, "Do I understand this?" And if I said no, we would just keep going through it.
Mm.
So, yeah,
Mm. Brilliant. So fantastic. Thank you very much, Leo. Really appreciate your time. You are one of our awesome and star students for the academy. Much appreciate that you have landed your goal of studying at Loughborough University, and doors are always open for you. Doesn't mean that we can't help you in engineering. Come back to us if you need any help for that, and we'll be more than happy to cater for you. Okay.
yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Cheers. Thank you. Bye now.